Chapter 17. The pounding in Jesse's head was fierce when he opened his eyes. Then the pain registered. He could feel it in his hands, his feet, his hip, and even his ribs. What had happened? "Glad to see you're awake." He turned his head to see the beautiful face of his wife, although a dark bruise marred its perfection, and Emma, who helped out around the clinic occasionally and had addressed him.
"How long have I been here?"
"A few hours." Kate grabbed his hand. "You took a nasty hit to the head."
"It looks like you did too."
He tried to reach up to touch her forehead, but everything hurt too badly.
"Who attacked us?"
"Easterly's father. He was the third robber. Evidently, he followed us home from the social." Guilt gripped Jesse's insides. This was his fault. He should have listened to Kate when she said he was celebrating too early. Maybe if he had, he would have been paying more attention to his surroundings.
"I'm sorry. Did the sheriff get him? Are you okay?"
Kate smiled, but it didn't quite reach her eyes. "I'm okay, and yes, he's dead. My shoulder and hip are a little bruised, but the house is gone, Jesse."
"What?"
He struggled to sit up, but Kate pressed a hand on his chest to keep him still.
"How can it be gone?"
"Easterly's father tied us to the chairs after he knocked us out. He waited until I came to so he could gloat about what he was doing. Then he struck a match and tossed it on the couch. The house caught fire." Jesse shook his head slowly, trying to make sense of her words through the pain.
"I don't understand. If the house burned down and we were tied up, how did we escape?"
This time, Kate's smile touched her eyes. "James saved us. Well, him and the sheriff. He came to apologize, and they arrived right after the fire was set. He carried you out, and he's offered to help you rebuild." Jesse blinked. He must be hearing her wrong, or still confused, because there was no way Pauline's brother would do any such thing.
"Are you sure it was James? Pauline's brother, James?"
"Yes, I'm sure. Now, the doctor says you took a hard hit to your head, and you will need to rest for the next few days. But otherwise, you can leave the clinic."
"But to where?" he asked. "You just told me that we no longer have a home."
Kate held up a finger and crossed to the door. A second later, Martha and Clark entered the doorway. "You'll stay with us until the new homestead is finished."
"No, we can't. You need the money as much as any of us. We won't occupy a room you could be making money on."
Martha smiled and shook her head. "We are getting paid, so don't you worry your little head about it."
"How? My money was in the house, and Kate's was stolen on the way here."
Martha and Clark stepped aside, and James stepped in.
"It's coming from my family and the rest of the town. I done you wrong, Jesse, and I'm sorry. I see now that you were only doing what you thought was best for Pauline, and you kept your promise. You avenged her death. My family had a little money saved that they were going to give the two of you on your wedding day. It's paying for your room now, and I took up a collection at the saloon. That's paying for some too. I hope you can find it in your heart to forgive me."
Emotion constricted Jesse's throat, but he swallowed it down.
"Thank you, James. Thank you for saving us. And I forgive you. I always did."
A moment of emotional silence filled the room, and then everyone began bustling about. James tipped his hat and disappeared out the door. Martha and Clark bid farewell and assured him the room was ready when they were, and then they left as well. Emma disappeared out the back, and only Kate remained. She crossed back to the cot he was stretched out on. "Would you like me to help you up?" Jesse accepted her help and slowly made it to his feet. It would definitely be a few days before he felt like himself again. He grabbed her hands.
"Kate, I'm so sorry our house is gone. I was supposed to protect you, and I failed."
Kate smiled and shook her head. "You didn't fail. No one could have known he was watching us or that he would follow us. And I know you are worried about the house, but that structure was not our home, Jesse. Home is any place we can be together." Though pain still coursed through him, Jesse pulled Kate to him and placed his lips softly on hers. He did not deserve her, but he could not be happier that God had sent her into his life. When the kiss ended, she smiled up at him. "Shall we go get settled in our new temporary home?" They had nothing but the clothes on their backs, so Jesse had no idea what the next few weeks or months would look like. But with Kate by his side, and friends like Martha, Clark, and James behind him, he had no doubt that things would work out.